Hi everyone, and welcome to week 1 of the Happy and Healthy Holidays Challenge. I'm Stephanie Fleming and I will be your host for these 6 weeks, and I am coming to you from the beautiful island of Maui, and this is where I'm going to be spending my Thanksgiving, and this is the perfect place to start off this challenge. So let's introduce you to what this whole challenge is about, and actually I kind of think it's different than challenges you may be used to. I don't want to give you anything else to do during the holidays because I know you're already going to be swamped. But I want you to join me on this intentional walk through the holidays so that you can get what you want out of it. Because how many times do we really end up with our holiday season feeling hurried, and we're overcommitting and overspending, and we're doing all of these things in the season that's supposed to be filled with happiness and family, and we just feel depleted at the end of the year, only to set our goals, right, for in our resolutions for a whole new you on January 1st. And how well does that ever really work? January 1st is not some magical date that's going to change everything. So last year, I made a commitment to myself, and right in the middle of the holidays, I decided to just make some small intentional changes in my life and track them in my wellness planner. And you guys have probably followed me along that journey, and I thank you for doing so because you guys have been really like a bunch of cheerleaders for me. But that whole process has changed my life in the last year. And so what I wanted to do with Happy and Healthy Holidays was to walk this holiday season with you and to do it intentionally. I want to show you how actively setting intentions and plans in your happy planner, of course, but how that can really help you achieve real results and have you living the happy and healthy holiday season that you want to live. Whatever it is you want, it is not just going to happen to you or for you. I promise that that's not the case. That's not how life works. So you have to take an active role in that. You've got to set these intentions and plans to go out and make that happen. So how do you start doing that? Well, one of the things that I like to focus on is that it takes intention and it takes action. So you have to define what your intention is. What do you want? So what do you want out of this holiday season? And what are you going to do to get that? It sounds simple, but I know it's not easy. But if you start and can focus on intention and action, that is going to be a key. So you may be asking yourself, if you're not really familiar with the term of intention, let me read this to you. It says, intention is a mental state that represents a commitment to carrying out an action or actions in the future. Intention involves mental activities such as, get this, planning and forethought. Living intentionally requires knowing what you want. You know, how many times have people said, I just want to be happy? Well, what does happy mean to you? If you're looking to say, I want a happy and healthy holiday season, well, what does that mean to you? Because what it means to me may be very different than what it means to you. So you have to know what you want. Define your purpose. Define your purpose, then set your intentions and set your actions. And then you guys, then do it. Then do those things. So how does this all work with the Happy and Healthy Holidays Challenge? So I want to walk through this with you. I want to do this thing with you. And so we wanted to give you the tools to make this sort of unconventional challenge be something where you're just setting intentions and you are looking at one thing at a time, one thing each week, and trying to form these new habits and actions that will be helpful. We are going to explore 6 gifts that you can give yourself and others, and I'm not talking material gifts, but these gifts that you can give yourself and others through this holiday season. Each week, we're going to be focusing on a new gift. And this week, can you guess what it would be? This week is going to be the gift of gratitude. You guys, gratitude is so stinking powerful. It really, let me read our first quote, which is by Melody Beatty, and it's gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. Word. That was me. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. You guys, gratitude is all up here. It's, what you focus on. Now, if you guys are saying, this all sounds great, but I have a lot to do this holiday season, so I want to wait till January 1st. My friend, no. Why are you putting off your happy life till January 1st? Why are you, if health is important to you, why would you put that off till January 1st? Here's what I think about putting things off. And I say this to you as your girlfriend and as somebody who has lived my whole life procrastinating things up until I figured out no, I don't want to do that anymore. So putting things off. I think this comes from two places, right? You're either going to have procrastination, which is basically just you don't want to do it, or it comes from perfection. You're not going to be perfect at it. You don't know how to start. You don't have all the tools. You're not exactly sure how to go about it. And so you put it off. So perfection or procrastination. That's what's stopping you from living this life that you want. And if you can let those two things go and work your way around them and notice when you are when your actions are kind of circling around one of those things, it can be very helpful in your walk to a happier and healthier life. And for sure, it's going to be helpful this holiday season because, you guys, this can be a stressful time. The holidays can be stressful, but it can also be so happy. So how does this whole thing work? All right, so here's how it works. Each Sunday, you are going to get an email from me with, just like this one, with a video, a little message, and we are going to be focusing on a new gift. These are going to be the 6 gifts that you can give yourself and others throughout this holiday season. When you get that email, open it up, watch the video, read the message, and then you're going to get 3 downloads at the bottom. And those are going to be really specific towards that week's gift. So for instance, week 1 is gratitude. And you're going to get a worksheet download. Let me see. And this worksheet is going to help you through the week. And it's super easy, you guys. This is not like some big project I'm going to give you, but there's going to be a worksheet. There's going to be inspiration cards. They'll have 4 each week that you can put everywhere to help you stay focused on your intention. And then there's going to be wallpapers for your computer and for your phone. So download those babies and you're going to print them out. So if you go back to the email, make sure you download everything. Download them, print them out. So print out this sheet of paper. If you haven't already done that, put me on pause. I'll be right here and we will discuss how to use this worksheet when you get back. So I'll wait. Okay, you guys are back. Great. Hopefully you have your worksheet. I want to mention one little thing about the worksheet. You'll see that it comes, if you print it out on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, it's going to have a really faint light gray line all the way around. That is going to be your cut line. You're going to trim that if you want. And then if you want and you have the Happy Planner punch, you can punch it because this is the size of the classic Happy Planner. So I'm just going to put this right in the front of my planner and let me walk you through how this works. Each week we'll have what the gift is. It has a quote up at the top. There's going to be a place right here with this cute little heart that looks like a disc. And that is where you are going to set your intention for the week. So this week we're going to focus on gratitude, living in gratitude and looking for things to be thankful for. They are out there. They are out there. So your intention, what do you want that to look like in your life this week? I mean, it can go on further, but let's just focus on the week for now. What do you want it to look like in your life? I am going to set my intention and I want to make sure that not only am I being very grateful for this time with family, but that I walk through my day noticing things to be thankful for and training my brain to live in gratitude. That's going to be my intention. So each week you'll fill this part out. The next step says, what's the plan? Come on, planner babes, what's the plan? These are not just pieces of paper that you can put stickers on. You want to make a plan. So what is the plan for you to achieve that goal and that intention to live like that? So for example, my plan for this week will be to wake up in the morning, write down 3 things that I'm thankful for, to spend my day looking for things that make me happy, that are filling up my life, that I am thankful that I'm able to experience or have or see or love or hug or all of that. And then I'm going to end my day writing 3 more things down that I'm thankful for. I think that's going to fill my days with gratitude, and it's going to train my brain to be looking for them. And then you have a place down here that says choose a helpful habit. They all say helpful because I learned something that saying good and bad is not helpful. You should say helpful and not helpful, because what if an action is leading you and helping you towards your goal of what you want, that's helpful. If it isn't, that's not helpful. It's not necessarily good or bad. We need to stop telling ourselves, oh, that's bad, I'm bad. So I'll say helpful or not helpful. So choose a helpful habit that obviously will help you towards gratitude, and then you can track it along the way. So my helpful habit will be writing in a gratitude journal. And then over here are your daily thoughts. So each day starting today, which is a Sunday, you'll just write something down. And you guys, this is a very small section to journal. There's not a whole lot of space. And so you can expand on the back if you want, or open a whole nother sheet of paper. But I just want you to get in the habit of just noticing and observing how you walk through the day when you are focused on something, once you've set an intention. So I think that kind of observation can be very helpful. And then at the bottom, there's just a place for weekly reflection. Guys, these should take you minutes. It won't be hard. But then you're gonna have one of these for each of the 6 weeks, and we're gonna focus on those. If you're wondering what all of our weeks are, let me tell you the 6 gifts, because I think these are really powerful things to focus on. Week 1 is gratitude. That's this week. Next week is health. Presence is week 3, and that is presence with, like your presence, not the presence. Week 4 is creativity. Yay. Week 5 is self-care. We're going to focus on how you can take care of yourself. And it's not just the spa. It's not just a mani-pedi or drinking wine with your girlfriends. That can be part of it, but we're going to talk about the importance of self-care. And then week 6 is joy. And the last week, which is like, I think the very end of December, we are going to focus on planning a happy life. So you should end up at the end of December with a heart filled with all of these gifts that you've given and you've nurtured. And you should be able to enter January 1st into like, I'm going to continue this healthy and happy lifestyle that I have started in the holiday season. So that's how the emails work, and that is how you get your downloads and the worksheets. And I am committed to walking this with you and participating with you and making this a very happy and healthy holidays for me too, and planning it in my happy planner. So here's how I'm going to stay connected to you and how you can join the conversation and take it even further. On Mondays, I will be on the Happy Planner Instagram account, and I will be going live. I'll post in the copy of the emails what time we're going live on the following Monday. I'm gonna go live over there so we can talk about it if you want. I'm gonna give you a little bit more of my thoughts on it, tell you how things are going, and you guys can share what you're going through or what your intentions are, and we can kind of have a really great dialogue on the live over on the Happy Planner Instagram account. And then throughout this challenge, I am going to be taking over the Happy Planner Instagram story. And I'm going to be posting about my experiences as I focus on the same things you're focusing on. And so I'm going to be doing that on the Happy Planner Instagram account. You guys, I want to mention, I didn't mention these cuties. Okay, so these inspiration cards, here's what we have. So these will have quotes for the theme for that week. Here's this one. These are the ones for this week. And then just a really simple grateful. And the way I'm going to use these, you can use them however you want, but here's what we wanted to do. A little while ago, we saw Hannah would post, she had little things, she had stuff in her car, she had things in her office, And I love having these reminders that help you focus on your intentions. So as you go through your day and you might, think about those places where you might need the reminder. Maybe it's in your kitchen, maybe it's on your bathroom mirror, washi tape works great for that. Maybe it's on your computer at work. Maybe it's punched and put in your planner. Maybe this is on your computer. Maybe this is in your car so that when you're on your commute, you're gonna start your day with a grateful heart. So that's kind of how this whole challenge works. The next videos that you're going to get won't be quite as long as this one because we will skip that whole process of what are we doing, and we'll focus right in on what that week's gift is and what's your focus and what we want our intentions to be. Okay, now let's talk about gratitude a little bit, you guys. So gratitude is just one of those things that it changes you. It really does. It changes victim mentality to victors. It changes people from saying this always happens to me to wow, these things are happening in my life so that I can learn all of these things. It just like the quote we talked about, it changes things. It changes a meal into a feast. It changes, it just changes everything. You guys, this is the perfect week to start focusing on gratitude. And I think it's the perfect thing to focus on first. As we go into this season of Thanksgiving and being with our families, I think it's so important for us to just realize what we have. And I know that you guys, some of you are going through tough times, and I know there's a lot of things that may be going wrong in your life. But even when things aren't going right, there is something in your life to be thankful for. It's not going to make pain go away. It's not going to take hard times and erase them. They're not going to just disappear, but it is going to change your heart and it's going to change your mind. And I think it's going to help you get through some tough times. So it's like exercising a muscle. I think creativity is like that as well, but I think gratitude is something that we need to practice. People, they say yoga is a practice. I think gratitude is a practice because, those people that find themselves walking through life that are always negative, that see the bad in everything, that is a practice too. So if you can change that and you can learn to look at things in a more of a positive spin, but you can take it even deeper and you can become grateful for them, I think it's going to change things. And I think it'll help us slow down a little bit through this holiday season to focus on what really matters to us. And even if you haven't defined that yet, I think it can help you define what it is that you want this holiday season. So with that, I want to invite you to really commit to this to yourself. Like I said, this isn't going to take a lot of time. This is something that the time is going to be spent printing this stuff out, setting an intention and a plan, and then just jotting down some things. The effort it's going to take is actually going to be up here. It's going to be how you focus on things, how you see things, what your intentions are, and how you move through the holiday season, the choices that you make. So let's own that. Don't get caught up in, the holiday season, it's just a hustle and bustle and I just, what can you do? You can't do anything about it. That's bullshoes. You can do something about it. You absolutely can. You can slow down. And if you don't, that's a choice. If you choose to be all scurried, that's your choice. But I invite you to join me in slowing things down a little bit, living more intentionally, making some commitments to yourself, and use this challenge as a guide to kind of get used to practicing these kinds of habits. So let's do week 1. If you share on Instagram, and it is definitely not necessary, but if you do, please use the hashtag #MyHappyAndHealthyHolidays, and that way we can kind of join in and follow each other and support each other through this. And if you just want to make this something that you're doing for yourself, that's okay too. This is all about real life, and it's all about heart work, head work and tassels on my dress. But it's all about heart work, head work, and really just working on getting you what you want for the holiday season. And it's about focusing on what you want so that you can live this happy and healthy life that I know you deserve and I know is out there for you. So have a beautiful, beautiful Thanksgiving weekend, spending it with family, friends, or even if it's just with yourself. Love on yourself and give that gift to you. I am looking forward to joining you on Instagram and keeping this conversation going, and I can't wait to keep going on the next on all of the next challenges in the next week, because health is next week, and that is one of my favorites lately. So thank you for joining me. I am excited that you're here, and I can't wait for all of us to have a happy and healthy holiday season.